Right. Everyone, please say it 3 times together. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Good evening to everyone. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu means saying that it's an ancient tradition. So at the beginning, if we say sadhu, 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 that means we welcome. So at the end, if we do that, that means at the middle or at the end, if we do that, that means we appreciate. So we admire something. So especially in Bengali culture, it still remains, right? So yeah, whenever somebody said some good thing, they appreciate with the very same term. So we use the same tradition here too. So that's the meaning. So welcome to the today's meditation session. We concluded practicing 4 months breathing meditation, and then after that 6 months vipassana meditation. Then after that, now we have already begun the loving kindness meditation. So last week we began. So today is the second step. Loving kindness meditation. It is also another very ancient, very nice meditation technique that can change a person. Have you heard of Angulimala? Angulimala is a person who killed more than 900 people in cold blood. But finally, what happened in front of the Buddha's loving kindness? So he changed. And there are so many other people who changed because of loving kindness. In India, there was a prisoner in Tihar jail who killed 5 people. So he killed 5 people in the same family. In that family, except the mother and daughter, mother's sons, her husband, and the daughter's husband. So they had a criminal background too. So they had a fight with another person's gang, and then this person killed all those 5 people. So that means 3 sons, father, and the husband, and the son-in-law of that family. So then what happened later on in Tihar jail? He started practicing vipassana meditation. Then understanding about the things as they really are, he changed. Then after that, he got to practice this loving kindness meditation. Then what happened? He became a totally changed person. He became a person with a lot of love and kindness, a lot of compassion. Then he started spreading loving kindness towards the remaining 2 family members, and kept on sending letters asking forgiveness. And finally, what happened? They also started to realize the sincere mind of this person. and then he sincere apologies, and then they forgive. Later on, after another few years, so what happened? He started helping that very family, and then that family, that very family who lost all their male members because of this person, they accepted him as a son and a brother. And on a Rakhi day, the daughter of that family, she went and tied a Rakhi band. Rakhi band is a band that the sisters bind on the hands of brothers on a special day. I don't know the exact what it.
It's Raksha Bandhan.
Raksha Bandhan, right? So is there a special day for that?
It is.
Yeah. So when?
I don't know the specific date, but it is.
They do, right? Right. So that daughter, the daughter of that family, she did it. So this is Angulimala's change happened 2,600 plus years ago. And this person's change happened after that in 2000s. So it doesn't matter whatever the period of time, if we practice loving kindness meditation, it can change our life completely. It can change our life completely because it produces a lot of positive vibrations inside us. So whenever we spread love and kindness towards the other people, so we can feel it. So whenever we see a person with loving kindness, we like that person, right? It doesn't matter whether that person is a. So even the Buddha says the human beings like that person, not only human beings, even the deities and the other invisible beings also, they like that person. Why? That person has a lot of positive vibes. So whenever we practice this loving kindness meditation in unlimited quantity, we spread, we share thoughts, such kind of positive vibes. So it can change your life first, and then it changes all the other people's lives. So it is very important as a human being to practice loving kindness meditation. So not only you learn it here, but it is very important to practice it at home too. And last week I remember not only at home, but also on the road, whenever you see an ambulance. So whenever you hear the sound of an ambulance, spread loving kindness. And at the same time, think that may the patient inside that ambulance be well, happy, and recover soon. Whenever you see a person on the road, you don't have to talk. Spread loving kindness. So early in the morning, when you wake up, please practice loving kindness. It will give a very good positive start for your day. And at the time that you sleep, at that time too, please practice loving kindness. You can have a very good sleep. So, since it brings a lot of positive change inside us and in the outside environment of us, so loving kindness meditation is a very, very good, useful meditation technique that we need to practice. So there are two ways of practicing loving kindness meditation, spreading loving kindness. The first way is spreading it from group to group. That's what we are practicing right now. But later on, we will start practicing loving kindness from area to area. So there are two ways. From number one, group to group. Number two, from area to area. So in this technique, you will start spreading loving kindness, first of all, to yourself, and then towards your parents, relatives, and friends. Then at the same time, we think in this technique, we think of the teachers too. So parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. And then after that, we think of the enemies, the people that we don't like, the people that might have done something wrong for us, right? So we think of them too. So we practice loving kindness. And at the same time, finally, we think of all the beings in the world and we spread loving kindness. So these are the 4 ways, 4 categories for now that we practice loving kindness towards. So, so try to produce as much as loving kindness that possible. So just like a person who's, whenever you pour a bucket of water onto your head, so that water flows down, wetting your whole body. Just like that, try to develop that quantity of loving kindness inside you. So wet your whole body and mind with loving kindness and spread it towards all the beings without any discrimination. Without any discrimination. So with that determination, now we are going to start loving kindness meditation. So first of all, towards you, you think, and you wish, and you spread loving kindness thinking. May I be free from hatred and danger. Hatred and danger. And at the same time, may I be free from mental suffering. Then may I be free from physical suffering, right? May I take care of myself happily. May I take care of myself happily. Then after that, we spread the same thoughts towards our parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. And then after that, towards the enemies, the same way. And then after that, towards all the beings, right? Now everyone, sit nicely. Relax your whole body. Relax your whole body. Please keep your back straight. Neck straight. Head straight. Please keep, if you can choose any posture, that's fine. If you follow the lotus posture, then please keep your right palm on your left palm. And now let your whole body to relax. Your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. Relax. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Close your eyes. And now for 5 minutes, everyone, please pay your attention to your breath, because we need we need to develop some calmness inside before we start practicing loving kindness meditation. So when the breath is coming in, be fully aware. When the breath is going out, be fully aware. If the breath is gross, if the breath is soft, be aware according to their own nature, their present nature. So first of all, observe your breath for 5 minutes before you start loving kindness meditation. Now everyone, with a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with a very alert, very attentive mind, a mind full of loving kindness, full of loving kindness. Please start practicing loving kindness meditation. First of all, please spread your loving kindness towards yourself, towards yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from hatred and danger. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I take care of myself happily. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be free from hatred and danger. May I be free from mental suffering, physical suffering. May I take care of myself happily. You can turn into your own language and spread loving kindness too. If you do so, that will be more effective. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. May my parents, teachers, relatives, and friends be well. Be happy. Be peaceful. May they be free from hatred and danger. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. May my parents, teachers, relatives, and friends be well. Be happy. Be peaceful. May they be free from hatred and danger. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. Now, please divert your loving kindness from those people towards the closest people, towards your enemies. People doing mistakes in life. So, according to particular situations, according to without being able to wisely manage emotions, negative emotions, sometimes we might have done something wrong towards the others. They might have done wrong things towards you. First of all, forgive wholeheartedly towards the enemies. And at the same time, if you have done anything wrong towards them, mentally ask forgiveness. Please spread loving kindness towards your enemies. May my enemies be well. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be peaceful. May they also be free from hatred and danger. May they also be free from mental suffering. May they also be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. May my enemies be well. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be peaceful. May they be free from hatred and danger. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. Now please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the whole universe. May all beings, may all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings in this whole universe be peaceful. May all beings be free from hatred and danger. May all beings be free from mental suffering. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May all beings take care of themselves happily. If you are finished, then restart again. From I spread loving kindness to yourself, then towards parents and the other close people, then towards the enemies, and finally towards all the beings. Keep on repeating the same pattern and keep on developing enormous loving kindness, unlimited loving kindness towards all the beings, all the beings. everyone, very slowly, please open your eyes. Now, please relax your whole body. Relax your whole body. Join your palms together and please say 3 times Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. If your legs are hurting, you can relax. You can let your legs relax. So, but don't turn the legs towards this side. You can turn your legs to this side, right? So, dear Dhamma friends, I hope that you might have gained more loving kindness vibes inside. So, as I mentioned, as I taught earlier, there are 3 kinds of negativities inside, main negativities. They are called as lobha, dosa, and moha. Lobha, dosa, and moha. Lobha means craving. Then dosa means hatred, anger. We call it aversion. It has various phases. So when we say aversion, it includes anger, and it includes jealousy, and it includes discrimination feeling, and at the same time it includes discussion, so disgusting feeling. And so such kind of feelings are the phases of aversion. So dvesha. And there is this moha, ignorance. So when we practice loving kindness meditation, especially dvesha, level of dvesha, it goes down. Dvesha, that means the aversion, level of aversion, it goes down. So in this world, there are people, so there are so many conflicts which arise because of aversion, right? So when we are angry, we have conflicts. So at homes, husband fights with the wife, and wife fights with the husband, and parents fight with the children fight with the parent, they fight with the parents, and relatives fight with relatives because of anger, because of jealousy. They do things towards each other, right? And because of discrimination, people do things towards each other. So, and at the same time, they do negative things out of discriminatory feelings. But whenever we start practicing loving kindness meditation, we develop the sense of equality towards all. And at the same time, we become sensitive about the other people's feelings. So, in this world, if someone did practice something like this, and if someone was not born with, so in the previous, someone has done these kinds of practices in the previous lives, so they have brought it to this life too. If someone has not such kind of genuine loving kindness inside, then uh, people people are bound to suffer with this aversion. But whenever we start practicing loving kindness meditation, we gain the ability to temporarily suppress these feelings that suffer us. And then instead, not only equality, we develop, so we start to care about the benefit of the other people too. So then we start to stay away, we start to avoid, we start to reduce the level of selfishness. The level of selfishness, and then we start to understand about the other people too. Mostly, uh, our nature is always to consider as I, my thing. So no, so in this whole world, if you ask yourself, to whom do you love the most? The first person that you love the most is not only anybody else. You love yourself. That is the person that you love the most. So, uh, so then we have this selfishness inside. So, since we have this craving, and since we have this notion of I, so always there is this selfishness. So, at least to a certain level, if you practice loving, you can turn your legs towards the side. That's fine. So, uh, so then at such times you will be able to uh, uh, reduce that level of selfishness. So the people, whenever we live in the world, we need to understand about the others too. So if we don't care about the others, then what happens is, so we can't maintain a good relationship with the other people. So this also helps us. This loving kindness meditation, practice of loving kindness, it helps us to build good relationships. Good relationships. The person who gives respect, that person is the one who gets the respect. The person who gives caring, that person is bound to get caring. That person will get cared by the other people. That's natural, right? So this also happens if we practice loving kindness. That's why the Buddha taught us to practice this as a perfection too. So I was teaching everybody perfections. Among those 10 perfections, the 9th perfection is loving kindness. So there are 9 perfections. If I remind them in brief, so dana means giving. Practicing generosity, it's a perfection that we need to practice as a perfection, as a habit. Dana, then sila, moral qualities. Morality is also perfection that we need to do. Then nekkhamma means, so the notion of renunciation. What is this renunciation? Renunciation from negativities. You need to have the concept that I want to renounce the negativities from me. I want to renounce from harming the other people, right? And I want to renounce. So I want to renounce from the nature of getting angry. So this is the practice of renunciation, perfection of renunciation. Dana, sila, nekkhamma, then panya, fourth one, wisdom. Then virya, effort. Then khanti, tolerance. That is also perfection that we need to develop. Khanti, virya, then adhitthana, determination. Determination is also a perfection that we need to develop. 9th one, metta, love kindness. So the Buddha once told the monks. So he told the monks that we need to develop loving kindness, and especially for the monks, he instructed that if someone comes and cuts your hands, cuts your legs, and cuts your ears and nose. So even at such times too, if you don't spread loving kindness, at such times you are exceeding me. That means you are not following my advice. So it doesn't mean so somebody comes and harms you, and you stay like just like a vegetable, and oh, I'm a vegetable, come and cut me. No, that's not the thing. So it means, so each and every time we have to live with this loving kindness. We have to develop it to the level, um, it to the level. So even though our outside things go, the loving kindness should remain. You may lose any material thing, but you need to develop your loving kindness. You should be with your loving kindness, even when you lose material things. And even though the parts of your body go, you should have loving kindness. So that level is higher than the first one. So somebody can endure the material things. So somebody can give up material things on behalf of loving kindness. But when it comes to losing of your body parts, at some times you might get angry. But Buddha asks us to develop that level of loving kindness up to that level too. And then later on, we should be able to develop loving kindness. So to the level that even though our life goes, we should be with loving kindness. So that level is the highest level. The Buddhas and the enlightened beings, they reach that level. So we need to develop our loving kindness up to that level. So then after that, there are so many benefits, as I mentioned, that we can get by practicing loving kindness. So we think of the color confliction. So people, they most of the times they think of developing color confliction. So for that, we apply various kinds of creams and various kinds of stuff to get more color, right? But actually, according to Buddha and according to common sense too, if someone has loving kindness, then that person becomes attractive more. And the color of that person, it becomes beautiful too. It starts to become, that person becomes fairer, right? So that is another benefit that we can gain by practicing loving kindness. And at the same time, so such kind of people, they start to look younger. Sometimes there are Bantes. So some people, there are Bantes who come and visit the temple. Some people asked about those Bantes' age group. So what is their age? Then at such times when we say those Bantes are 70, 80, they become surprised. So they say they are just like 40, they are just like 50. What is the cause to look younger? Loving kindness. So if someone practice loving kindness, the appearance, even though that person is the age goes on, from the appearance level, that person looks younger. So it doesn't mean that person don't die and will stay younger throughout life. No, that won't happen. So, but while living, that person will have a younger look. And at the same time, such kind of people will sleep well. And at the same time, such kind of people will wake up one. And when you start to practice meditation, for such kind of people, their mind will get concentrated faster than the other the meditators who practice other kinds of meditation. So the person who practice loving kindness meditation has a bigger possibility, bigger ability, better ability to achieve concentration faster than the other meditators. So that is also another benefit that we get. And at the same time, Buddha says, when we pass away, at such times, the person who develops loving kindness up to one of those levels, when that person dies, that person will die with calmness. In their face, there'll be the smile. And after passing away, that person will be born in a very good realm. So there are so many benefits that we can gain by practicing loving kindness. So throughout your day-to-day life, at the beginning, please practice this in the morning and in the evening and in the occasions that I mentioned. But gradually try to make it a daily habit. So whenever you get a free time, practice loving kindness. Then you will feel like you are really living. So even when you are in a troubled time, at such times it can bring hope. It can bring hope. And there are so many other this world benefits that you are bound to get. And at the same time, there are benefits that you are bound to get, which are bound with the afterlives, next lives too. Whenever you practice loving kindness, it generates a lot of positive energy, merits. That means good karma. Whenever you practice loving kindness meditation, whatever the moment that you practice, in all those moments, you are developing a lot of good karma. And in all those lives. So it doesn't matter wherever you are born, you will gain longer lives. And then after that, you will be beautiful. And at the same, that means you won't be born without any part of your body. You will gain bodies that means complete bodies with all features. And then after that, number 3, according to Buddha, that we gain comfort. We will gain comfort. And number 4, we will gain mental and physical strength. We will be mentally stronger, physically stronger. And number 5, we'll be wise. We will get 2 kinds of wisdoms. We will have the wisdom to understand the general things. That means, so we call it common sense, right? So to understand the day-to-day things, we need wisdom. We will gain that wisdom too. And second wisdom, we will understand the things as they really are. The wisdom to understand things penetratingly. Penetratingly means they understand things deeply, not according to the appearance level. They will see the things as they really are. So they will gain that wisdom too in every life that you will be born. So you can understand that you are going to practicing such kind of a very valuable, very important meditation technique. So please practice very ardently. Every morning, please dedicate 5 minutes. And the Vipassana meditators, please practice 5 minutes breathing meditation, 10 or 15 minutes Vipassana meditation. Then after that, don't forget to practice loving kindness meditation for another 5 or 10 minutes. So please practice like that. And it can bring a very big positive change in this life and a big positive change in your afterlives. And practicing this very practice as perfection, fine, you will be able to achieve the ultimate peace and ultimate happiness, Nibbana. So please practice very ardently loving kindness meditation. Now, time to conclude. Everyone, please think. All of us practice this noble meditation technique very ardently, and we develop a lot of positive energy. We accumulated a lot of positive energy. Let's share all that positive energy with each other. By the power of this positive energy, may all our troubles be away. May all good things happen in our lives, and may we be able to live our lives with comfort, happiness, and peace. Practicing these noble meditation techniques and understanding the reality of the world as it is, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. May everyone please concentrate, join your palms together and concentrate to get blessings. Abhivadana silisse nichang baddha pachaino chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vache ato nibbana sampatti iminati samijjatu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Sukhi Hotu. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Jaime, good night.
Good night, Bante. Thank you very much. Good night.
All right. Miss Lisa, good night.
Good night. Thank you, Bante.
May be happy. Jantanandi.
Oh,
All right. Good night. Good night, Rajamami, Dinatavan. Good night.